At her best friend's wedding, my wife told the waiter, "No wine for me, I'm trying to lose a few pounds." I tossed her STD test results on the table and said, "Or is it 'cause you got knocked by the groom a week ago and you're on antibiotics?" The whole room went silent. Start? I didn't plan to ruin a wedding. I planned to ruin her. It started with the sound of crystal glasses, the scent of roses pressed into centerpieces, and the way my wife leaned toward the waiter. She smiled, soft and innocent. "No wine for me. I'm trying to lose a few pounds." The lie rolled off her tongue like silk. I almost laughed. Instead, I reached into my jacket, slid out the envelope I'd been carrying for weeks, and placed it on the table. The sound it made, flat, final, cut through the chatter around us. "Or," I said, my voice calm enough to silence a room, "is it because you got knocked by the groom a week ago and you're on antibiotics?" Time stopped. Forks froze in midair. Her face drained white. The bride's smile shattered. Her bouquet trembled in her hands. And then, like a blade sliding between ribs, she whispered, "Everyone, I need to make a confession." I rewind, because stories like these never start at the moment of impact. I married my wife 5 years ago. We were fire and gasoline, dangerous together, but exhilarating. She was my partner, my confidant, the person who swore forever into my ear when no one else was listening. And I believed her. God help me, I believed her. It wasn't until 6 months ago that the cracks started showing. She laughed a little too long at her phone, lingered too close during late-night texts. She was restless in bed, not tired, restless. And then one night, she slipped. She muttered his name in her sleep, the groom's name. I didn't rage, I didn't scream. I observed, I memorized. First came the phone records, calls at midnight, 30 minutes long, always ending just before dawn. Then the receipts, tucked carelessly in her purse, a hotel 2 towns over, a bottle of champagne. But the clincher wasn't romantic, it was clinical. A week before the wedding, I found her test results buried in her email. A routine checkup, she thought, except the doctor's notes told a different story. Antibiotics prescribed. Diagnosis confirmed. Something neither I nor she had brought into the marriage. That's when the rage sharpened into clarity. I wouldn't just leave her, I'd expose her. I spent weeks staging my revenge, every move as deliberate as chess. I visited the hospital, confirmed the report with my own eyes. I printed 2 copies, one for me, one for the world. I rehearsed my line, not once, but 100 times, until it came out cold, practiced, lethal. The timing had to be perfect, public enough to destroy her, precise enough to crush him. And where better than the altar he was marching toward, hand in hand with the woman he claimed to love. So, when the waiter walked away, when she spoke her harmless lie about calories and weight, I knew it was my cue. The envelope hit the table, my words sliced the air, and silence fell like a curtain. She stammered first, always the actress, never prepared for the unscripted. "He's lying," she tried, but her voice broke. The bride's hands shook, her knuckles whitened, her mascara streaked before she even realized she was crying. And then, with a hollow laugh, she whispered, "Everyone, I need to make a confession." "I knew," she said. Her voice was brittle, almost gone. "I knew about them, weeks ago. I thought, if I pretended it wasn't happening, maybe it would stop." She turned to the groom, her best friend's supposed protector. "But you didn't stop, did you?" Gasps rippled through the crowd. The groom opened his mouth, but no words came. His jaw trembled. His tie suddenly looked like a noose. And my wife, my once beloved wife, folded in on herself. Her hands clutched the tablecloth as if it could anchor her in a storm she never saw coming. Guests whispered. Some stood and left. Others pulled out phones to record the wreckage. The bride dropped her bouquet and walked out without a backward glance. The groom followed, frantic, but no one stopped her. No one stopped him. They let him walk straight into his own grave. My wife turned to me, eyes wide, pleading, "Why would you do this here? Why would you—" I leaned in, close enough for only her to hear. "Because you never saw me coming." That night, I didn't drink. I didn't celebrate. I sat in silence, watching the chaos I'd orchestrated unfold. The marriage I built was ashes, but I wasn't mourning. I was free, and she was ruined. Some betrayals demand forgiveness, others demand silence. But this one demanded blood in the open. So I gave it. In the end, I walked away with nothing but my name, intact and untainted. She walked away with whispers, shame, and a stain that will follow her into every room she enters. And that's justice enough for me. Because when trust dies, love doesn't turn into hate, it turns into strategy.